Welcome to this explainer. Trillion microbes, not invaders, residents. If you ever struggle with sensitive skin or those random, frustrating breakouts, well, that's actually your body trying to tell you something. It's saying it hates harsh routines. Today, we're going to look at our skin not as a surface to be fixed, but as a living, breathing ecosystem that, honestly, we might be unknowingly damaging. So let me ask you, when was the last time you thought of your skin as an ecosystem? Like, really thought about it? Not as a problem area that needs to be sterilized with 10 different serums, but as a vibrant biological community. When you look at it that way, it kind of completely flips our daily beauty routines on their head, doesn't it? Okay, let's dive into this. For decades, the beauty industry has basically sold us this myth. The myth that your skin is this dirty, blank canvas that absolutely needs aggressive scrubbing. But the biological reality? It's completely different. Your skin actually hosts trillions of microorganisms that are quietly working around the clock to protect you. I like to imagine the skin as a bustling, microscopic city. Seriously, these microbes, they're in BERT. They are the essential workforce. You've got builders reinforcing the barrier, cleaners sweeping up, and security guards keeping all the bad opportunists in check. So the goal here isn't sterility at all, it's balance. To put this into perspective, just look at the sheer scale of this city. Within a single square centimeter, which is, smaller than a dime, up to 1 billion microorganisms are just thriving. 1 billion! This staggering, invisible population is what we call your skin microbiome. Now, what's really interesting about this is that the microbiome isn't just a uniform blanket. It has its own diverse geography. For example, moist areas like around your nose are completely dominated by bacteria like Staphylococcus. Meanwhile, your oily or dry zones host entirely different families of microbes. And honestly, that is exactly why your T-zone behaves so differently from your cheeks. And it's not just bacteria. Fungi live there too. A huge chunk of that fungal population, 80% actually, is made up of a specific species called Malassezia. If you're someone who battles stubborn dandruff, or maybe those tiny little forehead bumps that often get misdiagnosed as fungal acne, well, this fungus is likely your culprit. It's a biological imbalance, not bad hygiene. And the science on this is evolving incredibly fast. Recently, researchers at the NIH cataloged over 600 bacterial species living on the skin. And the crazy part? Nearly 200 of those were completely novel discoveries. We are literally just scratching the surface of who or what lives on us. So what are they actually doing down there? Well, these microbial security guards have 4 main jobs. They fight off pathogens by producing antimicrobial compounds, they physically educate your immune cells, they maintain your skin barrier, and they regulate inflammation. They are literally constantly on defense for you. So, the crucial point is, what happens when things go wrong? When this delicate balance breaks down, we experience something called dysbiosis. And it's not just severe conditions like eczema or cystic acne. Even having sensitive or dry skin, things we normally just brush off as a skin type, are actually direct red flags of microbiome disruption. And here's the uncomfortable truth. A lot of those clarifying beauty products we love, they're actually causing this dysbiosis. Things like high pH soaps, strong surfactants, antibacterial washes, over-exfoliation, and synthetic fragrances. They aren't caring for your skin. They're basically launching friendly fire on your own microscopic security guards. Let's talk about pH for a second, because this is huge. Traditional soap has a really harsh pH of around 10 or 11. But your natural skin, it strongly prefers a slightly acidic environment, right around 4.5 to 5.5. When you use those high pH soaps, you completely disrupt that acid mantle. It kills off the good bacteria and rolls out the red carpet for the harmful ones to thrive. Let's move on and see how this builds up over time, because the damage is completely cumulative. The ingredients in your cosmetics don't just magically vanish when you wipe them off. Almost 2 weeks after applying a product, your resident microbes are still being chemically altered. So imagine layering 10 different products every single day. You're creating this massive, compounding disruption. Part 1. The gut-skin axis. Your skin is not an island. See, your gut and your skin are in constant, dynamic conversation. When you introduce gut disruptors, like a poor diet, high stress levels, or a round of antibiotics, it actually reduces these important things called short-chain fatty acids, which triggers systemic inflammation. And that internal fire, it physically manifests right on your face.
as things like acne or psoriasis. Okay, so how do we actually fix this? We need a smarter routine. Step 1, switch to gentle cleansers with a pH of 5 to 7. Step 2, wash twice a day at the absolute maximum. Step 3, just simplify your routine. Less is more. Step 4, avoid synthetic fragrances whenever possible. And step 5, nourish your gut to support your skin from the inside out.
I want to leave you with this thought. Your skin microbiome is not a trend, it is biology. For decades, we've basically been treating our skin like an enemy that needs to be scrubbed into submission, but we really just needed to understand it. Thank you so much for joining me in this explainer. And as you go about your day, think about this. The next time you reach for that harsh, super tingly cleanser, are you actually cleaning your skin, or are you just tearing down its greatest defense?